Hello everyone.
How you doing?
Hope you had a wonderful day.
My name is Ime and he's...
And I'm Auntie.
And you're welcome to our first episode of The Real Talk. Let's be honest.
So, like we said in the promo video, what The Real Talk, Let's be honest, basically is God's principle or God's perspective of what being real is. So God's reality of real. I don't know if I'm
making sense.
So that's basically what we are bringing to you. Not our own ideas, not things that we know, but it's solely founded on the Word of God. Yes.
I also want you to know that we are not perfect. We are human beings just like you. So we also make mistakes. We also fall short of this, and we are not perfect.
And we most likely may fall short after
this. Yes, maybe so after you just see me.
If you see her, or you see myself.
Well, if you see her.
So if you see any of us like doing the things that we are going to be talking about, don't see it as we are hypocrites. That's it.
Yes.
Don't see it as we are hypocrites. Just know that these are daily struggles that we're trying to overcome. And the only way we can overcome it by the strength of God.
Yes, please. So we'll be speaking on anger.
Yeah. And anger is something that nobody's going to say that
nobody can be exempted from this.
Yes.
So true.
You can't say that they've never experienced anger before. They can't say that they've never experienced anger before. In fact, that if I'm certain almost 95 or 99%.
Even a child
people watching, angry. Yeah, children are angry. So
people watching this, they're angry.
They have experienced some form of anger on the day that you've been watching this. But it doesn't mean that you're irredeemable.
True.
Yeah, so you're just trying to share little bits on how you can go through that.
Yeah. Okay. So Auntie, my question for you is, what do you understand to be anger?
For me, I'd say anger is deep, and anger is the deepest expression of deepest emotion expressed to things that don't make me happy or things that irritate me. So it is when I am I just let loose of all the things that have been mumbling inside. Things that have displeased me.
Stored up.
Yeah, so it's something that has been stored up.
So like an outburst.
Yes, so like an outburst basically of emotions. So that's what anger means to me. So I don't know what it means to you. Maybe you can.
So just like what you said, it's like an outburst. So something has been happening for a long period of time, and I've just been heaping it. Let me not just. I don't want to get upset. I don't want to speak. Yeah. And we just store it up, and it gets to a time that the cup it just keeps overflowing, and you just want to explode. So anger is not getting upset, because it's normal for you to get upset. If you don't get upset, then there's something more to it. It's normal for you to get upset about things. Pleasure. But how do you react to it? Are you flying up? Because there's one thing I've noticed, that whenever you get angry and you reflect on it, you will definitely regret what your action. So there was a time I got angry at someone for doing something really small, but I was so angry that day. Why did you have to do your face like that? So I was angry. I was angry that day, and I spoke out of anger, and I was all speaking and shouting like something was wrong with me. But later on, I sat down and I went through it, and I was like, "Email, this was uncalled for. It was uncalled for. So why react to something that later on you regret?" So anger is something you would definitely regret later on.
Something I'd like to your reaction might not even be based on what just happened. It might be based on something that the person probably might have done before.
Yes.
That you didn't address. So a lot of times you may just see someone, and you as the offender, you're just like, it was just this little thing.
It's not the things we've swept under the carpet.
But the things that the person has kept.
Yes, most definitely.
How am I going to put it now? Yeah, so this is an example. In case my mom watches this, it's something I used to do when I'm small. She said something about sweeping on the carpet, when they used to ask us to sweep. while we were growing up, and then you finish sweeping and you did not want to sweep in the first place, and then you're now sweeping out of rebellion, and then you now sweep and finish, and you now remember that you didn't bring
the packer,
and then you now
carry up the
carpet, and then you now sweep on that.
Sorry, I wasn't like that.
The truth is, you keep doing that. One day your mother will find out. My mother will definitely, because after a while you now start seeing that okay, the carpet is no longer level.
Yes.
And then you now open it, and then you now see that dirt, and the dirt is now stale. It's now more. So anger is definitely foul. So relating it to anger is you stored up a lot of bad energy somewhere, and then the day that it comes out, it comes with a stench. Something that you yourself will not be able to recognize. You might go back and look at yourself and
me do this.
Like me doing this kind of thing.
Yes.
So something so that we don't get this out of context.
Okay.
In our everyday life, I want you to just share with us. In our everyday life, what are the things that you see are triggers? Because anger doesn't just come like that. Something will definitely trigger. If you are just angry like that,
then there's something wrong with you.
Money deliverance. Just do you remember?
I wanted to feel myself that I know understand your Bible.
It's okay. We are both two Aquabon people, but she does not
I'm
really.
a proud Yoruba girl.
She doesn't really like. She's not really the Aquabon person because she's not really understanding language or kind of speak it. But then that's bad. Yeah. So what are the triggers? What would you say are your triggers?
Okay.
From waking up to going to bed, what are your triggers?
One thing that really puts me off is when I wake up. Okay, so I have this bad habit of not bringing out whatever I'm going to wear the night before. So in the morning, just open my locker, pick something, and
you think you are living in the America.
So when I just wake up and I'm so happy and I've brought out something and I'm about to iron, and they take lights. I get so cranky. Like, why didn't you take lights when I was asleep? Like, why? That is one thing. One way I can get angry. Then I'm going to work and I enter bus. So some of us don't walk close to our houses, but some of us. So initially I was working in a very far place, but thank God for being God.
And he drew you.
He just said, I have better plans for you.
Drew you close.
So apparently going to work then, when I was still working where I was working before, you have to go to law school and you have to queue. Okay. And you just see people, you see a car coming that, this is the car for me. And one person will just come and push you to the back and even cut your slippers. You get angry and you want to react. You definitely want to react. Then you get to work and your boss now decides to act like the boss. The man.
The boss.
Yes. And
is it only men?
See.
Is it only men?
No, it's not only men, but my boss is a boss, is a man. That's why I'm saying man.
We'll just leave that one for now.
Sorry. Women too, we have our own in our body. Most especially when we wake up and we have some issues with our hubby. And so man, we just come and want to pour that anger on our staff, and I've not done that before.
You don't have a hobby, so it's fine.
I'll definitely have a hobby.
You don't have husband now, so. But anyways, you will get there.
These are the things that used to get people angry. You know where people will just be trying to rub. So no, it's fine. So back to what we were talking about. What are the effects of anger?
Yes, so effects. Now I'm going to start from when you wake up. You wake up and then the first thing. Now, depending on how you wake up, assuming you have a plan to wake up at a particular time, you set your alarm, and then you probably slept late and you want to wake up. You've timed yourself, you've programmed everything, and you're living with someone obviously, and then probably like an hour to when you plan to wake up, that person switches on the light, and you're not the kind of person that can sleep when the light is on. That is a trigger number one. That person wakes you up and you check the time and you're like, first of all, you are not the Holy Spirit. You are not my alarm clock. What business do you have waking me up? Like the person probably might not even be sleeping in the same room with you, but the person just walks in and then just switches on the light. People are mannerless like that. No offense, just to pick up something. Yeah, people are mannerless. You shouldn't do that. So it affects you because probably you plan that, okay, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to pray, I'm going to get ready for work, and then first of all, you might now enter into an altercation. It won't happen on the first day. Probably it is a habit that the person has developed over time, and it was something that you didn't address because you felt it was a mistake. And then sometimes you don't just want to be too forward, like address every little thing that comes up. You're like, okay, maybe this person is going to catch brain later. The person refuses to catch brain, and then your prayer, in fact, your whole day
is ruined,
except by the intervention of the Holy Spirit and God. Your whole day is ruined because every little thing that anybody does to you from that moment is going
transfer.
to sleep is a very important thing. Very important because especially when you've overworked yourself like the previous day, you've entered Lagos traffic. Lagos traffic is on another level. Lagos traffic and you. In fact, Lagos traffic and Abuja traffic, they are not mates. In fact, Abuja doesn't have traffic compared to Lagos.
It's okay.
Yes.
Abuja, we know.
I'm just saying.
Go
Lagos is the third most stressful city in the world. So you know that apart from not demons, apart from what you have to contend with inside your house, there is times 2 or even times 100 outside. So just saying that it messes with your emotional stability. You're not yourself.
Okay.
You get to work, you are not productive. You're not sharp. You're not thinking because you're pondering on the things that had happened. And then probably you had misheard or you had spoken out of context. You're now asking yourself, why did I do this?
Yeah, that's true.
So that even now messes your day even much more. So except you've gotten to understand that, okay, there's always redemption no matter how far you've gone or how little you've gone in your day. You could just say a prayer, ask for mercy, and ask the Holy Spirit to actually help you deal with it.
Okay.
So one of the things that messes with your emotion, it messes with your ability to connect with God, it messes with your spirituality because you're not going to pray with a clear head. You can't even each prayer point you want to pray. Because you might even want to be praying that something bad should happen to that person. Yes. So and definitely God is not going to answer.
God will not. He won't even answer such.
So assuming
prayer.
You're the married type, like she's going to be very soon. So assuming you're the married type, it affects your relationship with your spouse. That's if it's not your spouse that it affects if you have children. It affects how you're going to address your children. They might receive slaps that they don't even know where it came from. They don't know what they did to deserve that amount of energy. So they might then whoever stays with you, maybe your housekeeper, your driver, your gate man, everybody now gets the effect, gets the blowback from something that they didn't cause. So it messes with your day, messes with your spiritual life, emotional life, even your thinking faculty, everything. So I don't know for you if you want to add something to that.
So I was reading the Bible today and I came across Proverbs 15:1 and Proverbs 15:18. So Proverbs 15:1 says, a kind answer soothes angry feelings, but harsh words stirs up strife. So when you respond, I'm of the opinion, no, I'm not of the opinion, I'm learning to be of the opinion that whenever you're angry or whenever someone says something to you that wants to make you flare up, you listen to the thing before you respond, because your response would trigger up another thing.
Yeah.
So be careful in the way you respond to people, most especially when they do things that does not make sense. Then I would also read Proverbs 15 verse 18. It says, losing your temper causes a lot of trouble, but staying calm settles arguments. So you getting angry over something little or something, even if it's not even little, maybe the person really messed up. But if you're just calm at that moment, you push away every form of strife, and you would go home feeling satisfied that I handled this thing as a matured person. And if you have that at the back of your mind, I don't want to be a fool. Because I don't want to be a fool. I don't want to be a fool.
Yeah.
There are ways at which you handle situations that come your way that would actually trigger that beautiful outburst. No, it's not beautiful. That's terrible.
It's obviously very
terrible outburst.
Because when you're angry, you're never cool-headed. You can't think.
You can't think.
You can't think properly. So it's just like a bunch of molecules just hazardly moving around in the same space, hitting each other. That's how you're responding. You're not like coordinated. So you're definitely going to say things that tomorrow you're going to regret.
You will definitely regret
And
it.
one thing about words is
Can't take them back.
you can't take them back. Words are things that are imprinted on the hearts of men. So even when the world was created by word. That's how powerful words are. People may forget your actions or they may overlook your actions, but things you say, their mind is that this came from your heart. It came from a place of depth. It came from a place that you actually thought about it and you saw me in this light. Mm-hmm. Imagine saying something like, I cursed the day I met you.
Ooh.
Because you're angry with someone. And you may now say it was a joke, or I actually don't mean it, or I didn't mean it that way, or that is not how I meant it. You know, we are fond of when you now realize you're fully. You are now trying to be like, no be the way I talk and way I mean the way. Then you try giving like very silly, like I've been in that place before. Like I've probably like done stuff, and then when it's time to like. And then God, sometimes I can be crafty with my mind, but thank God, I thank God so much, because you now start giving explanations that are out of this world. Like you go to Mars, get something, go to Jupiter, then you mix it, and then you now bring it to Earth, and then excuse me, this doesn't have to do. Who told you that it was a
it's not I'm not saying. I just
so
said
why are you saying
guys like
this is being judgmental.
So let's go back. What are the practical ways that we can how can we control our anger?
So for I give, first of all, leave the place of insult. So in medicine, they say if you want to like resuscitate, or if you want to do anything, if someone you want to resuscitate probably like an accident victim, you don't stay in the middle of the road where the accident happened to start your resuscitation. First of all, get to a place of safety, because you might be in that place, another accident now happens, now makes it even worse. So the first thing that I feel we should try to practice is the ability of being quiet. Be quiet, leave that place if you can. If you cannot, when it's a situation of you and your boss, just stay. Try as much as possible not to be dwelling and pondering on the things that are coming out of their mouth. Try to you're probably saying this, but like I'm not hearing you. Not out of disrespect, but out of the fact that you still want to be respectful.
So you're saying we should always make allowance for people in a way?
Yes. Yeah. Because I always look at it this way as, there are a lot of stuff I do to God.
And still forgives me.
And He forgives me like over and over and over again. And these are things that I don't actually, I don't merit this forgiveness. Like I do worse things to God than man does to me. So I'm like, if God can actually forgive me, and He says that we should forgive that what's the last
trespass against
yes,
us.
even us. So like you have to forgive man because God has forgiven you.
Yes.
So the criteria for God forgiving you is your ability to forgive
the
man.
other person.
So if man has not done as much as I have done to God, and God can forgive me, then who am I to hold a grudge against man? It's not about being over religious, because your ability to forgive and to ignore can be a tool of evangelism.
Yes, it is.
It has happened. It can be a tool of evangelism. Like the person looks at you, you do it the first time, you do it the second time, you do it the third time, the person will come to you. The person will come to you, even if the person is not someone that has sense, the person will come to you and be like, why is it that?
What's with your tolerance
Yeah,
level?
like-
How are you able
Like
to
I try
tolerate
to,
me?
like I try to piss you off purposely, but you
You just
don't
look
let
like
me.
a special
Don't let
human
it.
being.
I'm going to
Yeah,
ask
yeah,
you
yeah.
this question now.
What's that?
You've obviously have you been in a relationship before? I'm going to like now assume. I know you've been in a relationship before, so I'm going to say, assuming you had, I even saw a meme about this yesterday. Funny enough, assuming you had like an issue with your boyfriend, and when you had this issue with him, you were just waiting. You knew he was in the wrong. You were waiting to finish him. KO, Mortal Kombat, end it. And then you're now at the point of, okay, as relationship people, we have to talk about stuff. And then he comes and you're talking, you've spoken, ranted, insulted him, said a lot of things, and then all he says, and genuinely, not, there are some stories that are
Fake.
that are from the pit of hell. I'm serious. I probably must have given it before, but anyways, and all he says to you is a genuine, I'm sorry. I never knew that this is how you felt. I never knew that this is how it played out to you, but I'm really sorry and I really want you to forgive me. And then you still have more missiles to throw. And then he don't take you off guard. You don't, in fact, you don't dismantle your security and your retaliation setting. How are you going to feel? You will go back. You will sit down and be like, didn't I overreact?
You overreacted. You should have just kept quiet. When he says sorry, you have just walk jejely on your own and go and sit.
Because you feel like,
You feel stupid.
as in this battle where I don't prepare for.
You feel stupid.
So like, for me, practical ways, first of all, learn the power of keeping quiet.
That thing is very
The
difficult
Bible
for we
even says
ladies. It's quite difficult for we ladies to keep quiet when someone is just saying anything. It's very difficult. You need the Holy Spirit to help you to actually keep quiet when people are talking rubbish.
Yeah, it's really, I know a lot of ladies do.
A lot of like it's
But like
common.
I know that there are some guys that, and even the funny how I'm sorry, I'm not a sexist. I just, it's a quote that people say, no, before you're gonna kill me here. So it's something that people say, why you two they talk like woman. You've all heard that saying before. Like when someone is talking, even like I go to the market and then I'm pricing stuff and then they're saying, why they price why they price like saying aggravation one by or something. Yeah, so you get. So we should learn the power of being able to keep quiet, being able to walk away, and being able to reflect. When you're reflecting on, okay, this is what this person said to me. What did I do that made this person say this to me? Okay, could this person have meant this stuff in this way? Could this person have been doing it because the person wanted the best for me? Or could this person have been doing it because the person just wanted to like bring me down? And then does this person have this hold over me? Because anybody that can get you angry has a hold over you.
That's true.
There are certain things that some people do to me like, I don't know you, so it's not gonna hurt me. But there are certain things that
people that are personal to you, that know you very well, so you don't expect them to do certain things to you. So any little thing they do, you just hold it to high esteem. That idea, even if anybody could have done this to me, not you.
You don't count the years that you live, but after 14 years, me and you go primary school, we go secondary school, we live for the same, and we shop for the same pots finish. You see, they do this kind of thing where I expect say, out of every other person, I'm not worried. I'm just So that's like, analyze it and never keep it in heart.
No. That is not helpful at all, because you just mess up. You will keep piling it up until you explode, and when you explode, it will be terrible.
And it will be something small that will make
that will make
maybe
you just kick my leg as you were passing, and
then I'll be like, you've been doing this
thing for 12 years.
Can't you learn? Are
Yes.
you blind? Are you deaf? Can't you see that somebody is sitting down here? Can't you know that this thing is painful? Didn't you see that? And then the person is looking at you like,
But I'm sorry, I just
even the sorry, keep your dirty sorry to yourself.
you don't mean it.
Like that's how you can get, because you're building a big house on a very little foundation.
Very little thing.
So you keep piling, and then one day small breeze will just blow and everything will scatter. Which it should not be seen of people, of Christians and people that follow God. The people have been reading the book of Luke, and I think in the past like a few months I've been on Matthew, Mark, Luke, and then John, and then it's just about the life of Jesus Christ, and it brings me to the point where, despite all the accusation and everything that we said about him, Jesus never responded. Jesus got angry he got angry in the temple. Like, in fact, I don't think that was the only point he got angry. No, but even when he got angry in the temple, and then he flogged all of them and sent them out and everything. But at the point where they came to, imagine someone that you picked up, and this is the point where, because we do stuff for people, doesn't mean that those people owe us everything. They don't owe you everything. The fact that you chose to do it for people, like have that mentality, the fact that you chose to do this stuff for people, doesn't mean that this person, it doesn't mean that you own the person. So Jesus picked Judas, took him through, taught him stuff. He was, in fact, put him in charge of
the
money. Money. And then I'm probably sure
of trust.
that was how the disciples that were with him felt. Like, I think it was Peter that slashed the guy's ear.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm sure even Peter said with the verse, like, was Judas, you? Like, you've been showing that, you, like, of all the things, they could not get Jesus except someone within,
because they all looked alike.
Yeah. So they
acted alike.
That was how it was. That was what Jesus. So it took Judas. So assuming Jesus decided to be upset and fled up, and because of that, say, you Judas, turn into stone, you and killed
all
everybody.
Of you people just turn into ants.
We won't be saved.
We won't be saved. Yeah, most likely.
It would have cost us salvation. So that's why God sent Jesus in the form of man. It's God. Like Jesus came from heaven and came in the likeness of man.
I'm glad you didn't hear what I said. But yes, I agree.
Yeah, so he came in the form of man, tested like we. So he's coming to show you that, see, I left everything behind.
I didn't understand you.
Yes, I didn't bring that supernatural Jesus. I came in the
Flesh.
form of man. I came in flesh. Everything, if mosquito beat you, beat me too. If anybody, I was hungry too. Like, I trekked, like, he went through poverty, went through wealth, he went through fame, he went through like persecution, he went through his silent years, he went through everything. He fasted, he prayed, he did everything that we do now, that a lot of us feel like it's too much, that we've achieved so much. Like Jesus, he fasted 40 days, 40 nights. I don't know if I don't day like 3 days and no chop. Like, so Jesus was angry as well. But the Jesus that flogged people in the temple was different from the Jesus that they came to crucify.
He's the lion and the lamb.
Yeah. So when they came to crucify him, he probably had learned from what he had done in the temple. He probably had learned from what he had done in the temple. Jesus came that time, he was angry, like, as they are in my father's house. That was the same way Peter felt when he was like, our own boss, you are betraying him, and then, but Jesus still healed him. Like, he would have just said, okay, just forget the ear, like, just go like that or something.
That ear. Thank God for being God.
So that's, I'm just saying, Jesus went through whatever it is that you're going through and you feel you cannot overcome. And you cannot overcome. So if Jesus could do it, he said, be holy as I am holy, be perfect as I am perfect. Greater things that I have done shall ye do. So I'm just going to round up with this, that just go and think about it. Learn to forgive. Learn to like move always go back to the person and be like, okay, this is how this came to me. I just want to understand your perspective. I'm not angry anymore. Like I just want to understand, and I don't want us to have this clash anymore. So I love you, and I'm doing this just to let's clear the air. Don't ever be in a space where it's too toxic and you can't like deal with something.
I would say you should have an accountability partner. So when you're angry, you can have someone that you can call and just tell, like, unburden your heart. So my sister and some of my friends, I call them and be like, see what just happened. This thing, and they just tell me, it may calm down. And I don't know, it just soothes my soul. I don't know how. Then listen to music, gospel, like worship.
Yeah.
Worship. If you are angry and you are now going to listen to some songs that will say
like you should burn the earth.
Burn death. Oh no. Don't let me sing songs that.
No, like songs that will probably say you should burn the earth.
Yes.
You should kill, like as in an eye for an eye, things like that.
Yeah. Listen to worship songs. It's, I don't know, it has this remedy. You just take your mind off the hula boo. Hula boo, I mean that this is. So that thing, it takes your mind off it and you just transcend to something different. You're just listening to gospel songs and you're just thanking God and taking your focus off the initial problem and you're just directing that energy to this. I can't say read the word of God at that point. You might not be able to.
You might not even understand.
So audio Bible. Just audio Bible. Don't play. Let's just be. Let's just
you start from the music first. You start from the music, then you now go to
Bible.
The audio Bible.
Audio Proverbs.
Yeah.
Proverbs especially.
Proverbs will tell you.
It will make you.
There's this question I can remember. I wanted to ask you. I can't really remember. But if I remember, I'm actually going to ask you. So
to shake my leg.
It was like, so I think let's just like try and rush up with the things that we have left. So.
Yes. So we've spoken about how to control your anger. That's practical steps. Then
effects as well.
Alternatives to failed techniques.
Yes.
So you can say walk out, and as you're walking out, the person will drag you back. You don't have respect. It's me. Okay, so this thing happens. This is common with parents. They're speaking to you. You say, I'll not answer. Let me just keep quiet. Then you're just looking at them.
I'm talking to you.
Let me do. I have to speak in Yoruba. Kiloshi, emi ba sọ̀rọ̀, o ń mi. I'm like, sorry, for people like this that don't understand Yoruba, it means I'm speaking to you and you're just looking at me. So I'm like, what do you want me to say? If you're speaking and if I'm responding, it's a problem. If I'm looking at Sana side, I'm speaking
but
to
if you look at them too, it's also a problem. Like I'm talking to you and I'm looking at me.
So how do you
you know that actually shows us that like the whole anger
thing,
the whole anger thing is just how you are feeling. Yeah. The person is not thinking. Like I don't mean that person thinking. Like,
they are thinking. See, they train us well because you have to be well mannered.
Better.
So you know, them they are saying it from the point of view that if you're outside and it's happening with another person, and you're looking at the person somehow, where you're just carrying your face, the person is like, oh, this person is so rude. He's not nonchalant, not thought well. He's not repentant. He's just being his proud, nasty self. So that I think that is why they keep emphasizing that. Don't do like this. Don't do like that. Mommy, I love you. Daddy, I love you, and I'm sure he loves his parents and everybody that have shouted at us in one way or the other. You know we love you, and we know that you always want the best for us. For us. Jesus is merciful. English is not. It's not my mother tongue.
No, it's offensive.
Nice one. Shout out to my people. So yeah.
So the alternatives.
That's it.
So they pull you back, just stay. Yeah, you might not like, especially if the person is like older than you. If it's your mate, or sometimes let me say the gap is not too much. You can just like saying it politely sometimes even cost
Saying it politely might just
might
say
just be
sorry.
like, just say sorry. Bro.
I'm so
And then
I'm
you
so
just
sorry I
feel
made
like
you feel this way.
You just need some time to.
Please,
If it's your mate,
think.
just be like, okay, you know what, I need some time and
To
some space
reflect
to
and
just
think.
reflect, and then after that we'll talk about it.
We
Especially
don't talk.
people that are in relationships, one person may want to like, let's talk about it now. Let's talk about. I used to be that kind of person. Yeah, so let's talk about it now. like we just have to talk about it. We just have to talk about it. But then you don't have to think about just yourself.
Think about the other person.
be
Don't be
selfish.
selfish. Learn to tolerate. What was the? I was speaking. I'm speaking about.
It was as if you were just directing to me, like, don't be selfish.
Do
Like,
I know you?
I don't put myself on the line when I don't talk. I just put myself out there.
Nice, Abby.
Don't
Be selfish. Learn to tolerate.
Yeah. So if the person is not ready to talk about it, like,
Let it slide for
at
now.
another time, but it's not this.
But not that you will not. You will not. You will not talk about
it.
it. No. They will definitely address
There are
it.
some
but
people. There are some
later
people
on.
that don't want to address it at all.
Mm.
But they claim that they are not addressing it. But later on, do it again.
Let us not talk about those people
Do it again.
because I know some of them, and I love them. Love your neighbors as yourself.
So that's basically like
Yeah.
what I feel. So if you can leave. If you can't leave, just stay. If you've tried to like do something and they are not working, just pray. But there's one thing I know that can't fail. There's one thing that I know that can't fail, and I'm going to put it this way. In the midst of hate, anger, frustration, love is one thing that can't fail. And the reason why it can't fail is because God is love.
Not fail.
And you know that God can never
never fail.
fail. So when you express love to people, when you show people love, regardless of
what
the
they-
hate,
yeah.
regardless of every negative thing that they are pushing on you, you get stronger. You get to a point that they are doing stuff and your response is that you're laughing, like you're smiling because you know that I have something greater than hate. So when they bring hate, you bring love. When they bring anger, you bring peace.
Like fire
When
and
they,
ice.
whatever they bring to you, bring God's
Bring
it from God's perspective. Just
Bring the
just
eyes to it. Bring the light.
keep on putting the love,
Yeah.
keep on putting the light to take away the darkness. Keep on speaking it. Speak that there's peace. Just pray it, and then listen to songs that just calms you down.
Calms you down. I also advise you. Do you have the YouVersion Bible app? If you do, that is very good for when you are hungry. Just go. It's not something.
There's one this thing that she's doing.
If you
There's one this thing that she's reading.
anger management.
She's actually
I need it. I need it because it's something that I battle
It's
with every
helping
day.
her every day, especially when you are in human resources. Oh God.
Let's move. So the Bible app, YouVersion, if you go to, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but if you go to the app and you click on the search button, you see how do you feel or how are you feeling. Then you see the that smiley face. Then you see the angry smiley face, the tired or exhausted kind of smiley. You just see them. How are you feeling? If you just click on the angry one, you see angry. Are you angry? Are you annoyed? Are you attacked? Are you disrespected? Are you frustrated? Are you hateful, hostile, irrational, jealous, or the outrage? You just pick one of them and you just see different Bible verses speaking on anger, speaking on being annoyed. If someone had just vexed you or disrespected you in another way, just open and you just read different words of people that have gone through this and have overcome it, and verses that can help you minimize
YouVersion
that
is like
anger.
one of the greatest gifts to Christians. Like
God will bless the person.
whoever created it, whoever came up with
Hand
it,
of the Lord
I
will
know
be
that it
upon
was
you.
from the Holy Spirit that you got that inspiration. God bless you, because
bless
that's
you.
helped me. That's helped a lot
has
of
helped
people
me.
that I know.
It's
So
helped me.
like, it's a way to like just deal with stuff. It's a very practical way to deal with stuff. Just go there, read stuff, get your mind off it, and then God in Himself will teach
Breathe
you
upon you.
how to handle the matter.
Yeah.
Don't do it in your own. There's
Don't in your own
there's one thing
understanding.
I want to actually talk about. It's not part of this, but
Okay.
it's something. It's a way that we actually with Uber and Taxify. we have like a lot of people with different like characters, and I plan to start driving Uber soon. The reason why I want to build my people skills, to be honest. So I've seen people being very nasty to people, very very nasty, because the person is an Uber driver. You don't know that this person is actually driving.
Calm down.
Uber.
I understand you, but there are some Uber guys.
I'm going to balance it.
That's
I'm
definitely
going to balance it.
Yeah.
There are definitely Uber guys that don't have respect. In fact, some have done it to me, like they just cut the call on me. Like they say I'm not going to cut the call, and then they refuse to like end the trip, or they keep accepting my trip. There was one that he ended it, like he said he's not going, and he cut it rudely. I was sending him, he was accepting my trip, so I couldn't get any other person. And I was stuck in a place at about a particular time that I shouldn't mention, because my father could still ask me what I was doing at that time. But anyways, no, it was a good. I was coming from church, please.
Did I say anything?
Anyways, please, as I was saying,
I was coming from church.
So like, because one, this person is going to drive you. If this person is angry driving you, I know what. If this person is angry driving you, there are many things he can do. If this person notices that you're, even as a guy or a girl, you're like vulnerable. You're vulnerable, the person will take advantage of it if the person doesn't have the fear of God. So you're putting yourself at risk by first of all stirring up anger in the atmosphere.
Yeah, the person can even assault you.
The person can assault you, the person can do anything, the person can rob you. So, and then now switching to the driver's part, like the passenger sitting behind you, can stab you from the back. The person might have mental issues. No, it's true. In Lagos, you don't actually know what people are carrying around.
It's not everybody that is okay.
It's not everybody that is okay. In the hospital, you see them. It's not everybody that is okay.
It's a doctor, by the way.
You see them. It's okay. I just mentioned it because like there are times that patients their relatives want to beat you. Like me, that I work in a general hospital. Oh God, the things we see is by the mercies of God that we have not been consumed by the violence of this world. But then we have our own. When the frustration of the work hits you from left, right, and center, the patient comes and then you might not even want. They just call you like you hearing doctor. Like as in why are you calling? Do I know you from anywhere? Like I am not your doctor. Am I your doctor? Like have you met it? Like it happens, but like we should always. That's why the Spirit of God is the Spirit of peace. When you are moving with the Spirit of God, nothing that anybody does.
Things that you have reacted.
You won't react when you have that consciousness where you're still and you're listening. When you want to react,
they're just telling you that sister is not that deep. Okay, so sorry. There was this particular person that offended me at work, and that's with the anger. I knew it was on my wall, and I just wanted to post something and just say, let's see this. And I thought about it. I was like, it's not, aside from this person saying it, there are other people that are looking through my. Some people that actually I'm not perfect, but there are some people that look up to you. Like so if they see you reacting,
it's true, because
if they see you reacting, they'll be like, okay, if sister A or brother B can react this way, why can't I react like that? And when you now try to correct them that you shouldn't have, they're like,
have you forgotten? It's just like when you were telling Moses, Brother Moses, isn't it you that kiss out? You want to kill me the same way?
Yeah, that's
people are watching.
People are definitely watching you, so you better be careful and don't mess up.
Yeah, so we have to round it up
because we have talked too much.
Taking a lot of time. So I don't know if there's any other thing there that I want to share.
There is nothing. So, we love you. Please, if you have any other thing that we did not speak about, I would help other people.
You have questions, you have comments, just like send to the email that we posted, or just to this, put as a comment. Put as a comment. And remember to subscribe. Remember to like the page. And turn on notifications. And not basically about that. You don't even have to, but just follow. Just try to. It would help. It could help you. If it doesn't help you, it could help someone else.
Sorry, this is our first episode, and we are new to this. So please, your feedback. Please, we appreciate feedback. It might be good, it might be bad. but we would improve on.
Please
But
don't cause us.
use God
Don't cause
in
us.
doing this.
Let the
something.
love of God be in you as you correct us.
Yes.
Correct with love.
Correct.
But even if you don't correct with love, we'll try to practice what we have said in this
And
place.
we respond with love.
Yeah.
So we love you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, I think we should just say
Pray.
a short word of prayer for people that struggle with anger. So, dear Heavenly Father, we thank you, Lord, for today. We thank you, Lord, for this episode. We thank you, Lord, because we know that you have given us the wisdom to speak on the things that we've spoken about. Father, Lord, for the things that we've spoken in error, we ask for mercy. For the things that we missed, Father, Lord, we ask, Lord, that you impress on the hearts of those that have seen them. Father, Lord, we ask, oh Lord, that let these words not stand against us in the day of judgment. We ask, oh Lord, that for anyone struggling with anger issues, I don't know why I feel like just saying this, but if probably your father or your mother or somebody very close to you might have violated you or might have hurt you, and you're really struggling with how to forgive, I know it's difficult. I may not have experienced it, but I'm praying that the grace of God will come upon you and come upon your heart to forgive. That God is going to give you the ability to see those people and not see hate. That the love of God would envelope your heart so much that you will not remember the things that those people have done to hurt you. That you're going to see it as, okay, these people did these things, but they never had a better understanding. I pray upon you that the grace for better understanding has, that the Holy Spirit would breathe on you and it would give you life, and the love of God will radiate in your heart and spread forth to the world. Thank you, Lord, for this one. And we thank you for keeping us and behind you exalted in Jesus' name. Alright, thank you.
Thank you
Love
so much. We love
See you
Bye.
on the next episode.